What's going on, YouTube? Lovely Friday today. Doing some wrenching. About to get some upgrades going right now. Picked up some new suspension parts. What we got here is some Calvert split mono leaf springs. See if we can get these in the sun for you guys. These bad boys were a cool $500. 1-inch drop, split Calvert Racing mono leaves, and taking out the stock ones that I had in here. So these are stock. Only modification I did to the stock ones was the solid eye. You gotta have that for the cow tracks. So I put those in the stock one, but now I have these and they came with it ready to go, and we're gonna get these put in today. I still need the spacers. I'll show you that in a minute, but I'll definitely have both of them in minus the spacers. But those are them. Those are Calvert Racing split mono leaves, and that's a 1-inch drop. So we got one pretty much set up already. About to go in. Got the cow tracks on there, ready to go. The only thing is right here, right inside the perch. Calvert sells a spacer, a 1/2-inch spacer that goes in here, because if you just put the leaf in there, you're gonna have some slack. It's not gonna work. So I'm still waiting on those, and they just go right here. They're supposed to be welded in, but I'm gonna just bolt everything up and then just put a bead right here and a bead in the back. That way they don't move. But yeah, this bad boy's going in real soon. So about to put it in right now, and that's it. Calvert Racing, baby. Later, guys. So these are the leaf springs. I got one on the left, which is the stock one. In the middle, split leaf, obviously, and the other one's stock. You can tell a little difference in the height. See, that's the middle one right there. That's a 1-inch drop. You could tell it has a little, looks like an inch drop on there, but it's looking good. Got these out. I got one in. Got the cow track on the split leaf ready to go back in on the passenger side, and it's looking pretty good so far. Stiffness, these the middle springs, the split leaf springs are a lot more stiffer than the stock ones, but the stock ones, they're very old, what, 20-30 years old. So we're getting the split leaves in there right now. We just pulled everything out of this side, so buttoned up everything on this side. This is how it looks. Cow track is in. I went ahead and used my 1-inch block. If it's too low, I'll just put my 1/2-inch blocks in there. I haven't got them yet. I thought they were gonna come today with UPS, but they didn't. So once I drop everything and take it for a drive, we'll see if the ride height is okay, because the old springs are saggy, so I don't know, it might sit exactly the way it was, but we'll see. I gotta tighten these up As soon as the weight is on the car and sitting on the ground, then you go ahead and tighten those bad boys up. But so far so good. We will see. Just waiting on this side now. About to throw that in. Everything's still looking good. And see you in a minute. Alright guys, just to give you a little insight of what I'm doing here for you guys that, you know, never taken off leaf springs or whatever. But the first thing, I don't know if this is the right order, but it worked for me. The first thing I did was I took that bolt out. Then I loosened up the U-bolts to about halfway so that the spring is still being held. So there's 4 bolts on the bottom, 2 and then 1 there and 1 there. Loosen those up. I didn't take them all the way off. And then you got the front, which is, you got a bolt here, which is in there somewhere. You got a bolt in front and then a bolt on the back side. Can't see it, but that's it. So I took all those out. So the front was loose like this. You know, you can move it around. Okay, there's 3 bolts. And then I loosened up these. Take those all the way out, and then the leaf spring pretty much comes out. And then you just pull it out from the front. That's how I did it. And then you just put the new one in. Real simple. And then now I got the new one in here. I'm about to put these bolts back in. 3 bolts. There's 3 bolts in there. And then 4 bolts, and then the 1 bolt in the back, and it's pretty much done. It's really easy. Got the block in there. Again, hopefully it's not going to be too low with that 1-inch block, but I got the 1/2-inch blocks coming, so no big deal if it's too low. Swap them out. So about to button this back up, and that'll be it. I'll have split leaf monos, brand new. Alright, so we got both sides on. Split leaf monos. Still gonna tighten that up. But came out good. We're about to sit this thing down and make sure that it's not too low, because with the 1-inch drop and the 1-inch block, that's a 2-inch drop. So we're gonna see what happens here in just a minute. Alright, here we go. Alright guys, the install is complete. And the first thing I noticed is my Chevy lean is gone. It was leaning a lot. Well, not a lot, but you could tell on the driver's side. So I think those springs were bad, the old springs. So another thing is it sits like, I like the way it sits. It sits good, but it was sitting lower with the old springs, probably because they were sagging, obviously, but it sits good. I like the way it sits. It sits decent. It's not too low. It sits perfect. So that's a 2-inch drop. 1-inch leaf spring and 1-inch block. Yeah. So I'm gonna take this thing for a ride and see what happens. Also, another thing is this thing is real stiff in the back. I like it. So we'll see what happens. for a ride. I must say that is a stiff ride in the back. If you plan on just cruising around in your car, not drag racing, you might not like that. But I do. I like a stiff ride in the back. It feels good. But when you get on it, it squats. So they're working. I'm glad I used the 1-inch block because I think it would have been too high for me. With the 1-inch drop, I think it would have been too high. Right now it sits perfect. I like the way it sits, so I'm gonna leave it like that. The 1/2-inch blocks come in, just throw them in the toolbox. But liking the way it sits right on the tire, just the way it was before. It sits a little higher, a little bit higher, but it sits good. Sits good. So yeah. Next project, thinking about getting it painted. Let me know what you guys think. Should I just leave it or get it painted? You know, if I put it in a wall, it's gonna hurt. But I don't know. Thinking about a mist green, like a misty green with the matching rims. Paint the rims the same color. So I don't know, man. Throw some colors out there, guys. Let me know. Let me know what you think. All right. Later.